Chapter 601, Leaving? Yes, there were two Jian Wushuangs before their eyes. In fact, the two Jian Wushuangs they saw were his slaughter body and world body. The former had chased after Holy Ancestor with the heart-killing sword, while the later had gone after Stone Ancestor with the triple-kill sword. What? This can't be real. The escaping Holy Ancestor and Stone Ancestor looked grave when they saw the two Jian Wushuangs. They had thought that at least one of them could make it out alive if they kept running in different directions. But now, there were two Jian Wushuangs chasing after them. Holy Ancestor, you're dead. Jian Wushuang's slaughter body shouted when he caught up with Holy Ancestor with his higher speed and launched an attack. I'm dead. Holy Ancestor looked desperate. He knew he no longer had any chance surviving. He tried to struggle, but Jian Wushuang killed him in an instant. As for Jian Wushuang's world body, he caught up with Stone Ancestor as well but did not kill him directly. Jian Wushuang. Stone Ancestor looked at Jian Wushuang's world body in horror. Stone Ancestor. Jian Wushuang gazed back coldly and asked, "Where is your disciple Zhu Xiu?" Zhu Xiu, the person who had seized Jian Wushuang's father's sword soul and taken away his mother. Jian Wushuang had cursed this name 100 times, but to his confusion, he had not heard of this person even once after he entered Divine Land. He had expected that Zhu Xiu would join the feast with Stone Ancestor, but Zhu Xiu was not there. "If I tell you, will you let me go?" Stone Ancestor asked while staring at Jian Wushuang. Jian Wushuang's eyes became chilling. Without saying a word, he approached Stone Ancestor and struck out. Stone Ancestor was scared as he hurried to defend, but he still got hit. He began spitting blood as his face became extremely pale. "Look, you are in no position to bargain with me. Just tell me where Zhu Xiu is, and maybe I'll spare your life. Otherwise, I'll kill you now." Jian Wushuang warned in a low voice. His eyes filled with despair. Stone Ancestor was one of the top experts in the Divine Land, but now he was in a desperate situation and he wasn't even able to decide his own fate. "Fine. I'll tell you what you want to know, but I hope you will keep your word." Stone Ancestor continued in a deep voice. "Zhu Xiu left the Divine Land several years ago and he might have even left the ancient world. I really have no idea where he is now." Left the ancient world? Jian Wushuang raised his eyebrows. "No one can leave the ancient world at will. If that was possible, then you would not have fought so crazily for the ancient world token in order to leave here. You're lying." "No, I'm not." Stone Ancestor shook his head. "It's true that he has probably left the ancient world because of some connections he made after he caught a certain woman." "A woman?" Jian Wushuang's expression suddenly changed. He doubted that the woman was his mother. He had been told that his mother had left ancient world. She had probably been forced to leave with Zhu Xiu. If I'm right, then, where are they now? Jian Wushuang narrowed his eyes. He did not know the answer, but his father seemed to. In order to see his mother again, his father had stepped on a path of no return. A path that even Di Jing was scared to walk. "I'm too powerless and probably nothing in the eyes of the people in the outside world. I have to leave the ancient world and enhance my power so that I can look for my mother." Jian Wushuang thought to himself. A moment later, killing intent filled his eyes as he looked at Stone Ancestor. Swish! Jian Wushuang attacked him without restraint. "Bastard! Jian Wushuang, you broke your promise." Stone Ancestor shouted in fright. However, Jian Wushuang did not seem to hear his words. Even though his world body was less powerful than his slaughter body by a bit, it took him no effort to kill Stone Ancestor. He looked down at Stone Ancestor's body and spoke out sarcastically. "Broke my promise. Humph. I'll always keep my word to my family and friends, but never to an enemy. How ridiculous of you to expect me, your enemy, to keep my word." Jian Wushuang laughed, then smashed the body before going back to the feast. In the sky above the martial arts practice field, the two Jian Wushuangs merged into one under the watchful eyes of everyone after they killed their targets. Jian Wushuang had wanted to hide this skill from others, but considering that few in the ancient world could be his match at the moment, he did not mind exposing it. When Jian Wushuang arrived back at the feast, he found Spirit Ancestor and said to him, "Spirit Ancestor, thank you so much. You're the one who helped Sword Marquis Mansion survive over the years. Both me and our mansion, even the whole of Sword Ancestor's bloodline, owe you a big favor. Here is an interspatial ring. The treasures I got from Holy Ancestor and Stone Ancestor are all in it. Please take it." Jian Wushuang handed the ring to Spirit Ancestor. The Ancestor looked at Jian Wushuang with a smile, then nodded and accepted the ring without saying a word. The people in the feast were astonished to know that both Holy Ancestor and Stone Ancestor had been killed by Jian Wushuang. Two supreme experts in the Divine Land had been killed by the same person in a single day. "Lana." Jian Wushuang turned to Lin Lan and said, "Follow me." "Okay." Lin Lan nodded respectfully and followed him. Watching until Jian Wushuang left, the stunned experts finally regained their composure. The next moment, the whole place went into an uproar. Chapter 602, Bone Dragon Emperor. "Lana, I'll be leaving the Divine Land soon and may even leave the ancient world as well. It will be quite a long time before I come back," Jian Wushuang said to Lin Lan. "Master, you plan to leave here?" Lin Lan was surprised to hear that. "I can't guide you anymore, so you'll be on your own. This is an interspatial ring that contains some sword skills and experiences shared by some experts. It might be helpful." Jian Wushuang handed the ring to Lin Lan. After a moment of hesitating, Lin Lan accepted it. "You lack experience, so you must be careful when dealing with others in the future. Maybe someday I'll come back. At that time, I'll come to see you." After saying this, Jian Wushuang smiled at her and turned away. "Master." Lin Lan trembled while watching Jian Wushuang's back. "She has followed me for so long, but I've never taught her anything valuable. I'm not a conscientious master." Jian Wushuang sighed. When he was no longer in Lin Lan's sight, he stopped walking forward. "Among all the people who participated in the murder of Sword Ancestor, I've only killed a small number of them. I have to hurry up, find the rest, and take revenge. After that, I'll need to prepare for the Firmament Territory Feast in 3 years." Jian Wushuang pondered. Including Bloodbladesman, he had killed 7 of them so far, but it would take him some time to find the rest. Senior Di Jing. Jian Wushuang took out a messaging slip and sent a message. Di Jing had given him this messaging slip before he left Monster Continent. "Boy, are you in trouble?" Di Jing's laughing voice echoed. "Yes, I've got some trouble." Jian Wushuang told him his plan. "Senior, you know, it will take me a rather long time to find all the people who helped the murder Sword Ancestor by myself and take revenge. I'm afraid I'll miss the Firmament Territory Feast while I'm busy looking for them. So, can you help me with this?" "That's easy. Wait there and someone will be along to help you." After saying this, Di Jing cut the connection. Jian Wushuang waited patiently for a half day until an old figure appeared in front of him. The figure was a bald elder, skinny but serious looking, with purple sigils on top of his head. "Jian Wushuang," the elder spoke in an icy voice. "You are?" Jian Wushuang looked confused while staring at the elder. He was sure that he had never seen him before, but he sensed a familiar feeling from him. "You don't recognize me?" The elder looked at Jian Wushuang and asked. "Oh, right. I look like a human being right now. Here, look at this." The elder took out a bell. "A bell?" Jian Wushuang paused for a moment, but quickly realized who the elder was. "Your Senior Di Jing's mount." He recognized the bell. In fact, the bell was the top expert Bargu Cave Master, who had been transformed by Di Jing and been given to the mount as a toy back then. Jian Wushuang remembered that mount as a dragon-headed demonic beast. That's why he had failed to recognize the elder until he saw the bell. With no more words, the elder threw the bell into the air and the bell immediately transformed into a man. Naturally, it was Bargu Cave Master. Bone Dragon Emperor. The bad-tempered Bargu Cave Master stood in horror after returning to his human body and greeted the elder. "Bone Dragon Emperor." Jian Wushuang looked toward the elder in surprise. He finally knew that the elder was also one of the 3 great monster emperors from the monster continent and was even the strongest one among them. He had never thought Di Jing could make such a powerful monster his mount. No wonder that Yang Zishuan was able to come to me with a dozen bone dragons before. Jian Wushuang, Bargu Cave Master, is one of the people who helped murder Sword Ancestor, so he knows every one of them. Just ask him what you want to know. He won't dare lie to us, the elder said to Jian Wushuang. Good. Jian Wushuang nodded and turned to Bargu Cave Master. So, just tell me who all the murderers are. Okay. Bargu Cave Master nodded heavily and started to speak. There are a total of 28 people from different plane worlds that participated in killing Sword Ancestor. Apart from me and Zhoujia King from Qianyu World, who are at level 3, the rest of them are only level 1 or 2. They are Holy Ancestor and Stone Ancestor, from the Divine Land Dong Ming King, from Luoyang World Xianxia from the Boundless Continent. Without pausing, Bargu Cave Master told Jian Wushuang the names of all the murderers. Among the 28, I've killed 7. Jian Wushuang narrowed his eyes. Jian Wushuang. Bone Dragon Emperor looked toward him and chimed in. I'll find the remaining 20 people for you as soon as possible, but I hope you can leave Bargu Cave Master to me. I need him as a servant. No problem. Jian Wushuang nodded. For the sake of Bone Dragon Emperor, he would definitely spare Bargu Cave Master's life. Besides, he didn't think there was much of a difference between being a bell or being dead. I've issued an order to track them, so there will be a response in 2 days. Just wait, Bone Dragon Emperor continued. Okay, thank you, Senior. Jian Wushuang nodded. He could afford to wait for 2 more days. As someone at the peak of level 3, Bone Dragon Emperor was one of the supreme experts in the ancient worlds and the master of one of the top forces, so his men started tracking the other 20 people as soon as he gave out the order. The response really did arrive 2 days later. Chapter 603, 14 people killed one by one. Jian Wushuang, these are the results. Bone Dragon Emperor stood before Jian Wushuang and said, 7 died in the past 1,000 years, either because of old age or killed in fights for personal grudges or treasures. Only 14 are still alive in the ancient world. 14. Jian Wushuang nodded slightly in acknowledgement. Usually, a skyscraping realm expert could live for 3,000 years. After 1,000 years had passed, it was normal that some of them had died. The 14 people alive are in different planes. I will take you to their locations. Bone Dragon Emperor said. Thank you so much. Jian Wushuang was grateful. Immediately, Bone Dragon Emperor led Jian Wushuang away. They arrived at the Icefire World. It was a peculiar world, half filled with volcanoes and magma while the other half covered in ice and snow. Now, they were in the half-world of ice and snow. Whoosh! Jian Wushuang and the Bone Dragon stopped in the air, looking down upon the world below. There was nothing but ice and snow. According to my information, Icewing is meditating under the snowfield. Bone Dragon Emperor said. Well. Jian Wushuang nodded. I will flush him out. After saying that, he spread forth his supreme sword essence. Jian Wushuang drew out his heart-killing sword and slashed at the ground. Bang! The ground split in half, a rift opened and ice and snow fell into it. Who is disturbing me? A roar came from the deep underground, shattering the falling ice, and a terrifying being could be seen rising. Then a white-robed elder with frosted eyebrows appeared. Is he Icewing? Jian Wushuang took a glance at the white-robed elder and said, Icewing, 1,000 years ago, you and many other skyscraping realm experts killed Sword Ancestor for his ancient world token. Do you remember? Sword Ancestor. The white-robed elder's face fell, remembering the super sword talent 1,000 years ago. Yes, so what? Icewing snorted and said, My name is Jian Wushuang, a descendant of the Sword Ancestor. I come here today to seek vengeance for him. Therefore, you will die. After confirming his identity, Jian Wushuang acted directly without saying more. Icewing was just a normal level 1 expert at skyscraping realm. Having meditated for nearly 1,000 years, he had not improved too much. Therefore, Jian Wushuang killed him as easily as squashing an ant. 13 left. Jian Wushuang's eyes had a cold, sharp glint. Bone Dragon Emperor, let's go to the next. Okay. Bone Dragon Emperor nodded, then they went to another plane through the wormhole. Time passed by. Thanks to Bone Dragon Emperor's lead, Jian Wushuang killed all the experts involved in killing the Sword Ancestor. It was not difficult for Jian Wushuang to kill these level 1 and level 2 experts at Skyscraping Realm. After all, his realm skill could slow them, and at the same time, his own speed was fast. 2 months passed in the blink of an eye. To kill them was easy, but they had spent most of their time finding their locations. In the Qianyu world, Jian Wushuang was crazily battling Zhoujie King over a great river. Those experts watching felt the whole world shake. Zhoujie King, a level 3 expert at Skyscraping Realm, though weaker than Sword Ancestor, was not easily killed. Besides, he knew well when and how to flee. After a while, knowing he was weaker than Jian Wushuang, Zhoujie King intended to flee. Though Jian Wushuang had used his realm, it was hard to stop him. At last, Bone Dragon Emperor lent a hand and stopped Zhoujie King, so that Jian Wushuang could kill him. Except for Bagu Cave Master, who turned into a small bell of Bone Dragon Emperor, all other experts who were involved in killing Sword Ancestor had perished. Most importantly, Jian Wushuang killed most of them with relative ease. Time for the last one. A sharp light flashed in Jian Wushuang's eyes. Though he didn't kill Sword Ancestor with his own hands, Jian Wushuang had the strongest killing intent against him. It was Su Ming, a traitor of the bloodline of the Sword Ancestor. It was he who leaked that Sword Ancestor had an ancient world token. It was also he who forced Jian Wushuang to leave the Divine Land. He was the one Jian Wushuang wanted to kill most. Jian Wushuang, I have discovered where Su Ming is. But there is going to be some difficulty in killing him. Bone Dragon Emperor said. Oh. Jian Wushuang raised his eyebrows. Su Ming had reached Skyscraping Realm not long ago. How could it be difficult to kill him? Su Ming joined Darkness Temple and now is the 9th Saint Master of Darkness Temple. If you want to kill him, you will need to negotiate with the Darkness Temple first. Bone Dragon Emperor explained. Darkness Temple. Jian Wushuang's face fell. During the last 2 months, he had been staying with Bone Dragon Emperor and had heard of some things about the ancient world from him. The ancient world consisted of different planes. Skyscraping Realm experts from these worlds traveled from one to another and fought with each other. Gradually different forces formed. Each force was defended by Skyscraping Realm experts. For example, as the leader of one of the most powerful force in the ancient world, Bone Dragon Emperor was a super expert. The Darkness Temple was another powerful force in the ancient world. Chapter 604, The Strongest Expert in the Ancient World. Although in overall strength, the Darkness Temple was weaker than the Bone Dragon Emperor's force, it had a strong and tyrannical temple master. He was called Dark Emperor. In the ancient world, Dark Emperor, Bone Dragon Emperor and Su Ming were the top 3 experts. Each of them was much stronger than level 3 experts at Skyscraping Realm. They were considered to have reached level 4. As one of the top 3, even Bone Dragon Emperor could do nothing to Dark Emperor. Temple Master Black Spirit of Human League in the Monster Continent was an exception. Her own strength was at peak of level 3, nearly as strong as Sword Ancestor at his peak. But she possessed a relic from the Monster Exterminating League, a half-broken finger of God Hong. To use the broken finger placed a great burden on Temple Master Black Spirit's body, so she could at most use it twice. Once used, she could easily kill Bone Dragon Emperor and Dark Emperor. That's why Temple Master Black Spirit was feared on the Monster Continent. Even Bone Dragon Emperor dared not push her too much, worried that if she used the broken finger, at least one of them would be killed. Because of the broken finger, Temple Master Black Spirit was counted as one of the strongest in the ancient world. Jian Wushuang, Dark Emperor, is arrogant, selfish, and strong. The Darkness Temple's overall strength isn't the most powerful, but Dark Emperor indulges them by allowing them to be arrogant in the ancient world. Since Su Ming has joined the Darkness Temple, Dark Emperor surely wouldn't allow you to kill him. Bone Dragon Emperor said. Is there anything I can do? Jian Wushuang frowned and asked. There is. Bone Dragon Emperor looked at him and said, Ask my master for help. Dark Emperor is as strong as me, but compared to my master, he is nothing. Ask Master Di Jing for help. Jian Wushuang shook his head. No hurry, it's better not to trouble him unless there is no other way. Okay, then maybe you can offer him a treasure he is interested in, that way he will not stop you because of his greedy nature, said Bone Dragon Emperor. A treasure he is interested in. Jian Wushuang had a sudden idea. Is there another way? Jian Wushuang asked. Or you could improve yourself to become as strong as me, then the Dark Emperor would be unable to stop you. I believe it will not take you long. Bone Dragon Emperor said. Understood. Jian Wushuang nodded. He left this option aside. Although it would not take him long to be strong as them, he had no time. He wanted to resolve his issues as soon as possible, so that he could go to Emperor Xiao and prepare for the Firmament Territory feast. Jian Wushuang, what do you think? Bone Dragon Emperor looked at Jian Wushuang. Let's visit Dark Emperor first. I have a treasure and I don't know whether he is interested in it. If not, I will send a message and ask Master Di Jing for help. Jian Wushuang said. Okay, I will lead you there. Bone Dragon Emperor immediately set off. The Darkness Temple was in the Dark Continent, one of the many plane worlds of the ancient world. A boundless dark palace sat in mysterious dark fog. In a hall, deep in the palace, 3 people sat at a long narrow table and drank together. Among them, there was an evil man who was even more beautiful than many women. He was the man Jian Wushuang had been wanting to kill, Su Ming, a traitor of the bloodline of the Sword Ancestor. Ninth Saint Master, are you still thinking about Jian Wushuang? A regal lady in rich robes looked at Su Ming. Kind of. Su Ming said. Don't worry. Jian Wushuang may have killed many skyscraping realm experts, but those people had no or small backgrounds and they were normal skyscraping realm experts. You are different. The lady said with a smile. During the last 2 months, the news that Jian Wushuang and Bone Dragon Emperor killed 14 skyscraping realm experts had spread in the ancient world. Many people in the ancient world had heard of Jian Wushuang, including people in the Darkness Temple. Su Ming was the person Jian Wushuang wanted to kill the most, so he was also aware of this. Ninth Saint Master, you're a Saint Master of the Darkness Temple. My husband will protect you. Even if Jian Wushuang comes, what can he do? The lady laughed. I hope so. Su Ming nodded, but his face was still cold. I didn't expect Jian Wushuang had improved so much in less than a year. He is nearly as strong as that old guy at his peak. He, what a talented junior brother. Su Ming thought. But he did not care too much. He was the 9th Saint Master of the Darkness Temple now. If Jian Wushuang wanted to kill him, he had to get through the Dark Emperor first. Besides, he had a trump card, which he believed would save his life. Junior brother, you better be aware of the situation, otherwise, if you push me too much, I will use it. Su Ming's insidious face smiled. Chapter 605, Dark Emperor. Bone Dragon Emperor led Jian Wushuang to the Dark Continent where the Darkness Temple was located. Is that Darkness Temple? Jian Wushuang looked at the boundless dark palace and perceived auras of multiple experts within. As a powerful force in the ancient world, Darkness Temple had many skyscraping realm experts. Darkness. Bone Dragon Emperor appeared above the Darkness Temple, spreading his aura. Shortly after, many figures emerged from the Darkness Temple. The leader was the black-robed middle-aged man, whose deep-set eyes sparkled in the darkness. Bone Dragon. Dark Emperor said with a husky voice and glanced at Jian Wushuang. Are you Sword Emperor, the rising star? Nice to meet you, Jian Wushuang said with a hint of humility. Dark, since you know who he is, you must know why we are here, right? Bone Dragon Emperor said straightforwardly. I know. Dark Emperor said, you want to kill the 9th Saint Master? Yes. Jian Wushuang nodded and said, Dark Emperor, Su Ming is my sworn enemy, I hope you can do me a favor. Jian Wushuang, what do you think the Darkness Temple is? Dark Emperor stared at Jian Wushuang with cold eyes. I don't care what kind of resentment exists. Now that he is a Saint Master of the Darkness Temple, I will protect him. If you kill him, you will become an enemy of the Darkness Temple. Hearing that, Jian Wushuang and Bone Dragon Emperor looked at each other and were not surprised. Naturally, the Dark Emperor wouldn't easily allow them to kill Su Ming. Dark Emperor, I have a compass which is the key to finding an ancient world token. If you agree, I will give it to you. Jian Wushuang took out a light yellow compass. An ancient world token was definitely a treasure any skyscraping realm experts would crazily fight for. It allowed entry to the firmament territory feast of the eternal world. A compass, ancient world token. The Dark Emperor was a little interested in it. He looked at the compass in Jian Wushuang's hand and nodded. I know, it's left by Sect Master Dong. People can find the ancient world token he left with the compass. But... Dark Emperor smiled coldly. Jian Wushuang, do you think I care about it? Ridiculous, I would not, even if it was an ancient world token. There are 5 ancient world tokens. You're a descendant of the Sword Ancestor and the ancient world token he left must be in your hand too. Therefore, there are still 3 others in the ancient world. Luckily, I already have one. The Dark Emperor took out a token. Jian Wushuang looked at it and recognized that it was a real ancient world token. Has he got an ancient world token already? Jian Wushuang didn't expect this. He planned to entice Dark Emperor with the compass. Now it seemed the compass was useless to him. Jian Wushuang, are you trying to buy me over with a compass? Ridiculous, even if I didn't have one, I would not kill a Saint Master for an ancient world token. Dark Emperor sneered at him. This is troublesome. Jian Wushuang's look changed. Do I have to ask Master Di Jing for help? Wait a minute, let me have a try. Bone Dragon Emperor said to Jian Wushuang in a low voice. Then he went to Dark Emperor. Dark. Bone Dragon Emperor came to Dark Emperor's side. Bone Dragon, are you trying to help him? Dark Emperor's face fell. He didn't care about Jian Wushuang. But Bone Dragon Emperor was different. No, I just want to tell you something. Bone Dragon Emperor smiled, lowered his voice and said. Jian Wushuang and those Saint Masters of the Darkness Temple were just looking quietly at them. They didn't know what Bone Dragon Emperor had told Dark Emperor, but they saw Dark Emperor's surprised look. A moment later, Bone Dragon Emperor went back to Jian Wushuang. Bone Dragon Emperor, what did you tell him? Jian Wushuang couldn't help asking. I told him your age. That is enough. Bone Dragon Emperor said with a smile. That's it. Jian Wushuang was surprised. Don't worry, Dark Emperor is clever. In a few years, you will probably be even stronger than him, then you can kill him easily. So he will not offend you for a Saint Master. Bone Dragon Emperor laughed and said. We have come to an arrangement that he will give you a chance to kill Su Ming, but you need to give him an out first. After all, he is the Temple Master. It's impossible for him to do nothing and let you kill the Saint Master. That's it. Jian Wushuang immediately understood. Dark Emperor above the Darkness Temple looked over at Jian Wushuang. Jian Wushuang, since Bone Dragon Emperor has solicited favor on behalf of you, I will give you a chance. Dark Emperor said, drawing out a long black spear, spreading an aura of power. I will attack you with the spear. As long as you can survive 3 moves of my spear, I will not stop you. Otherwise, you have only yourself to blame. 3 moves. Jian Wushuang immediately knew what he meant.